Hello, this is Wmpyr here to talk about the diamond defense. So the diamond defense uses Escrima techniques to protect yourself against a knife attack, but it could also be used for other self-defense situations. And you're using Escrima techniques along with what I call a defense bag. Okay, so this is my actual bag that I do wear, and I do carry this around. So it is a fanny pack, a belt bag, if you will. And here, you guys can see, just put it on, and I got it like that. And then as a situation comes, I'm ready to go, just like that, right? And the way I'm going to use it is like so. Boom, boom. That motion, I've explained to you guys before, is the same as the training that we do with the sticks, which is, if I have double sticks, it'll be like this, like this. A single stick here, I could have this as support, boom. Empty hand here, here. So I'm just doing same thing, but with this. So the hand position, fairly similar. Motion is the same. The way I use my footwork, the way I angle my body is the same. It's the same technique. So, you know, it deploys quickly, but more realistically, this would be the case. Let's say I see some people over there, they don't look nice. So, you know, I just get ready and I just put it here on my shoulder, you know, right here, okay? And I'm just walking. So rather than having it here, I'm walking right here. So this way, it deploys, you know, much quicker for me here. I don't have to find the button and press the button to detach the lock. This thing right here. I don't have to press this. You know, it's just on my shoulder. Okay, and then you know it could even be kind of off right here, and then boom, I'm ready. I'm ready. Boom, boom. Okay. On here, I have a key ring, and yeah, you could put your keys on there in case it comes off, or if it bends your keys because of the force. Like, let's say you actually do hit something, you know, you don't want to screw up your keys necessarily. So then, you know, put on something, a keychain, you know, something that if it does make contact, it's going to cause pain. All right. It's just a distraction. It's a distraction technique. You know, in Chinese martial arts, they got the spear, and on the spear, they have like that fluffy stuff on there. It's a distraction. Now, what a lot of like police officers are interested in is stopping power. They always talk about stopping power. So if the bad guy comes running at you, can you, boom, shoot them, stop them, and drop them? That's what you're looking for, right? As a police officer. This is not that. Like I said, if it's, you know, it's going to cause a little bit of pain, that's good enough for me, okay? It's not that I'm not interested in stopping power. Of course, that's great if you have it, but the strategy is different here. This is more like a jab in boxing, okay? So a jab in boxing is not a powerful punch, but every boxer on the planet Earth practices it, okay? And not everyone is great at it, but every single boxer, even if they're not known for having a powerful jab, they still use the jab, okay? You still use the jab, bam, 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 okay? Why? Because it can be very, very effective. So we're using it in the same way. It's not about stopping power, okay? And a good example I could give you guys, just to let you guys know, is my boxing coach many years ago. I remember he said to me, you know, he was like, okay, throw me your jab. So I throw him a jab, and he wasn't using a mitt. It was just his hand. He was just trying to make a point, and he parried it, and he was like, again, and he's like, you're going way too hard. So I was like this, right? And he's like, way too hard. Relax, take it easy. You're tensing up too much. When you tense up, I can see things. I can read you. Just relax and just like no effort, you know? And so I was like, okay, but if I do that, I'm losing power. And he's like, and he's like, go ahead, do it as relaxed as you can. And I did. I just went like that, right? And it hit his hand. you know, because he parried it, and he was like, now, do you want that on your nose? And I was like, even that, I do not want right there. So that was his point, okay? It's how you use it, how you use the tool. All right, so this belt bag, it doesn't have to be a belt bag. It could be a purse. It could be other types of stuff. It could be a rucksack. It's just keep in mind, when it starts getting bigger, it's going to get more awkward to wield around, all right? And the base movement, like I said, is we practice with this. So we want to use it like this, okay? And if we're talking about like a big old backpack, it's a nice shield, but it's going to be harder to move around like that, right? So this, much easier. And if you look at this, it has a shape. It's one of those that it's not just flimsy, okay? It retains a shape, plus I have stuff inside, so it's stronger. I actually have a metal can, a tin can in here. So it gives me that rigidness a little bit, okay? And that's what I want. I don't want it to be flimsy, all right? I don't want it to give, because if they have a knife and they're trying to stab me and I'm hitting it down, if it gives, it could still reach me. I need to shove it down. So make sure that it has a form. If not, put something in there that's going to give it form, a structure, like a skeleton, essentially. Okay. Now the other thing is this. Okay. So I told you we train with this. So the technique comes from this. We practice with this, and then we're transferring the skill to that, right? So you can't just, okay, Wmpyr told me to carry one of these for self-defense. I got it. I'm carried, and he showed the movement. I know what to do. No, you need to practice to get good at it, okay? You need to practice as much as you can, because they might be a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, a little bit better stamina, a little bit better fighting sense, you know, just a lot of things, a lot of factors could come in. So you do need to practice to make up for a lot of those things. But like I said, this is what it comes from, the stick, right? You see the length of the stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not even your typical Escrima stick. Your Escrima stick probably has 2 more fist length compared to this, okay? So this is 6 times more than my fist. And when you train with that, you know what you're capable, because when I'm training and my partner comes at me with a stick and I'm blocking just the exact same technique, the force-to-force block, I'm doing this, I know where it's hitting. You should be paying attention. And I know, like, okay, can I keep it here? Or does it kind of go wherever it wants? Then I'm not really being accurate. So I need to keep it here, you know, every time. And if I'm able to keep it not necessarily from here to here, but I'm able to keep it in a more accurate, then I know I'm doing better, right? So like I said, the stick is 6 times my fist length. This right here, let's go 1, 2, maybe 3, okay? It's 3 times. So this is easily half the size of the stick. So then it would be smart to actually train with a half stick and then see how it is. So my partner has a full-length stick. Doesn't have to. He could have a half stick too. But let's say he has a full-length stick and I have a half stick and I got to defend that way. Practice that. And then you'll see, oh, wait a minute. I'm not ready for this. You know, and I can tell you, even with this, that all of a sudden accuracy is way more difficult, way more difficult. So I would prefer this guy right here. See this? So sometimes I would take this. Look at this. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, but it's wide. Okay, so lengthwise, actually this is a little bit longer. It's because this does kind of like it tapers, right? But anyway, lengthwise, yeah, I think this is a little bit longer, but you have like you have more of this solid square up here, so that gives you some room. So the width, it's not just the length, the width also matters too, okay? But once again, you start making it too wide, now it becomes harder to wield. But this, not a problem. So see, right here. So for me, this makes a better shield, better for the diamond defense technique, like I said. So anyway, those are things to think about when you're choosing a defense bag, whether it's your purse or school bag or whatever, and then you practice the techniques. But before you practice that, you do want to practice with this. And then when you switch to this, do both. Don't stop. Don't stop and, okay, now I made it to this. Now I know the technique. I learned the base technique here. Now I'm just going to do this only. No, do both, okay? Do both. This still has plenty to teach you if you're willing to learn. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.